Well, the night is falling and I've been looking for it all day. I couldn't find it anywhere. Well, it is the night time, so what am I talking about? It's the sun, of course. Why is it that we're so fascinated by such a celestial object? Why do we care?
Why is it that we are so attracted or fascinated by the sun? We have so many words related to the sun. Sunlight, daylight, dawn, daybreak, sunshine, basking in the sun, beams of sunlight, sunset, skyrise. Shakespeare in Richard III said, "Shine out, fair sun, till I have bought a glass, that I may see my shadow as I pass." He also said, "Love comforteth like sunshine after rain, but lust's effect is tempest after sun. Love's gentle spring doth always fresh remain. Lust's winter comes ere summer half be done. Love suffice not, lust like a glutton dies. Love is all truth, lust full of forged lies." The Egyptians had a god to do with the sun. They had one of the largest and most complex pantheons of gods of any civilization in the ancient world. Over the course of Egyptian history, hundreds of gods and goddesses were worshipped. The characteristics of individual gods could be hard to pin down. And most had a principal association with the sun or the underworld. One of the several deities associated with the sun, the god Re, was usually represented with a human body and head of a hawk. It was believed that he sailed across the sky in a boat each day and then made a passage through the underworld each night, during which he would have to defeat the snake god Apopis in order to rise again. Re's cult was centered in Heliopolis, now a suburb of Cairo. Over time, Re came to be syncretized with the other sun deities, especially Amon. The ancient Greeks personified the sun as a handsome god named Helios, said to be crowned with a radiant burst of sunbeams. Helios daily drove his chariot of the sun, drawn by what the ancient Greek poet Pindar called fire-breathing horses, across the sky. Along the way, he delivered sunshine around the world. Helios repeated his appointed rounds each morning after his sister Eos announced the new dawn. With the passage of time, Helios became associated with Apollo, the god of light, but most ancient Greeks believed them to be separate gods, mainly because Helios was a titan, a member of the higher order of gods known as Olympians. Now just imagine you're in ancient Greece standing by the side of the road and you see this chariot flying through the sky, shooting sunbeams. Right, so what did the Romans do? During the empiric reign, the Romans continued to worship several sun gods, but they replaced the Greek word for sun, Helios, with the Latin sol, a root word that continues to refer to the sun even in the present day, such as the term the solar system. The most powerful sun god in the ancient Rome was Sol Invictus, meaning the unconquered sun. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the word sun comes from many sources, including the Latin sol. The Old English sonne likely derives from the Old Germanic sonne, both attached a feminine gender to the heavenly body. There exist several variants of the word in other languages, such as zon or zoni, Zoni in Dutch, Sunna, Old High Germanic, Gothic and Old Norse, and Son, Middle German. An Old Irish cognate is for sund, or lighting up. Conforming to the usage of the Old English sonne, the feminine pronoun continued to be applied to the sun until around the 16th century. At this point, the masculine pronoun was more commonly used, but without necessarily implying a personification, and without any hard or fast rules. The moon, on the other hand, was typically referred to with the feminine pronoun during this period. Words aside, scientists long debated the astronomical relationship between the sun and the earth. During the 4th century BC, Plato and Aristotle espoused a theory called geocentrism, which proposed that the sun revolved around the earth. The Aristotelian or geocentric model was further elaborated by Claudius Ptolemy in the 2nd century AD. These proto-scientists were so revered that their ideas drowned out the far less influential Aristarchus of Samos of the 3rd century BC, who was probably the first to propose a heliocentric theory wherein the earth revolves around the sun. Plato, Aristotle and Ptolemy geocentric theory prevailed for more than a millennia. For our modern understanding of how the planet in our solar system revolve around the sun, we must thank the Renaissance astronomer and Catholic cleric Nicholas Copernicus. Who first proposed a predictive mathematical model now known as heliocentrism. So this is a little bit of a story, but it doesn't end there. Did you know that the Indians were at it as well? Although sun worship has been used frequently as a term for pagan religion, it is in fact relatively rare, though almost every culture uses solar motifs. Only a relatively few cultures, Egyptian, Indo-Europeans and so on, developed solar religions. All these groups had in common a well-developed urban civilization with strong ideology of sacred kingship. In all of them, the imagery of the sun as the ruler of both the upper and lower worlds that he majestically visits on his daily round is prominent. The sun is the bestower of life and light to the totality of the cosmos. With this unblinking and all-seeing eye, he is the stern guarantor of justice. With the almost universal connection of light with enlightenment or illumination, the sun is the source of wisdom. So there we have it. Over the past, we have either worshipped sun or looked at it with awe. And that's the reason why probably when we get up in the morning, we look for it when we go out. We look to the sky, we say, hello, sun, where are you at? But if the sun is behind the clouds, it puts us in a bit of a dismal mood. We feel sad, we feel abandoned, we feel sorry. We want the sun to shine on us. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. If you are in the middle of a desert, then you do want some clouds. But by and large, the sun is welcome to almost every person on this planet. So this is the reason why we are so miserable when it's raining, especially in the UK or other parts of the world where rain is very common. People are a bit miserable. They don't like the way things are, and oftentimes, if they can, they take a holiday in the sun. It explains a lot of things, really, doesn't it, if you think about it like this. If you like this podcast, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Remember that we release content every week. If you hit the notification button, you will know when we release the content that we do. Thanks very much for listening and watching to the video, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye for now, peace, and have a very sunny day.